These churches out here look like castles. All the churches look like castles. And they got a lot of churches out here, and all of them established around 1700s. You know what I'm saying? About to rain today. And you go to the beach out down the beach, California. Now, when you go to that beach, look back at the mountain and see how far the water can go when you go out there sleeping on that beach. Y'all sleeping. So out here got a bunch of old style houses out here, real old, 1800s. Look at this church, like a castle. Been around since the 1800s. Big old church like that. A copper on the top. Imagine when the copper was brand new, the copper was shining. The copper on the top of that bad boy. Copper was shining. The copper was shining when they first put it up there brand new. When the sun hit that copper, hey, let you know, we wealthy. We doing good over here. Oh yeah. But a lot of people are artists. But you gotta go out there, put it out there. Be serious with your game. Oh, if everybody get up and think the same and do the same, hey, everybody can't think the same. Somebody gotta be thinking different. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, what I'm thinking about, getting where I gotta go before this rain come down. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Now look at these buildings. Buildings made like castles out here. Look at the building. Look at the inscriptions on the buildings. They've been around since the 1800s. Oh yeah. That's like you know when the French building when they got the Fleur de Lis on it. Fleur de Lis on it, like the Saint symbol. You know what I'm saying? They got a picture of Columbus out here too. Yeah. A picture of what's his name? The one that chased the Indians down and Indians wiped them out. Yeah, him too. Got a picture of him. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Different. You see, you got different ethnicities out here. And the people that really live out here, they don't pay attention to it. You gotta look at these buildings. The buildings tell you who was there. Back in them days, you wouldn't have no, if you wasn't a French person, you wouldn't be in no French house. You understand what I'm saying? And I like the French style because the French got double doors like this. That's a French style building. Got the double doors on that building. You see what I'm saying? Old houses. Look at this, see? Been around a long time. And you look at the brick on the building and tell who spent the money and who didn't spend money. That building for lease. You know what I'm saying? Think about you gonna get a building like that for cheap and fix it up. Might take you a minute. But like I say, people want something. What people want is an already made house. They've been brainwashed by the television. I want this big house. Hey, he can't do this. I see him post stuff on Facebook, showing them what we're doing, how we fixing these houses up. Oh no, you ain't doing that. Well, I'm lying. I'm supposed to be lying about what I'm doing. And I got it on camera showing you the first time we started until we end. So how's the lie? You feel what I'm saying? Then they want to try to block your channel. Oh, yeah. Look at this. See what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. Now watch the brick on this building. Look at that brick. That's a good brick. There wasn't no cheap brick. They ain't use that cheap brick on this building. You had a choice. If you had the money, you got the good brick. And you tell a hell lot of rich people, but see, thing like this, just like Africa, they're taking their land back. The same thing with the Native American Indians you did here. The ones sitting in the reservation, they got all that money. But they will not try to take their country back because you got mixed, just like what happened with the Indians from Florida. They was in the courtroom trying to get their money, and the other Indians with the different color saying, no, we don't want to import y'all in here with this. Come on, now how? When they were there with you down from day one, you could prove it in Mexico, how long these people was here, side by side with y'all, and all of a sudden, 2025 comes, you want to ignore these people like they ain't never exist. Like y'all was the first. Yeah. Like they were the first one here. Like they had to teach us how to do stuff. Hey, that's the school system. Teachers, they didn't really correct them. Oh no, just like the antebellum burned down in Louisiana. Now, I'm not in Louisiana right now, but I stay down the street from that place. And then, like I tell you, got a lot of more mansions out there like that. And they're making all that money teaching history backwards. You know what I'm saying? Teaching history backwards. And they get paid a lot of money. People paying with $50,000 to have a wedding. People coming all across country to visit, paying big money, staying in them hotels. Now they can have, listen, they can have immigrants work for them, but they don't want the immigrants work for nobody else. You feel what I'm saying now? And people done bought up all the farmland. Now they need somebody to work their farmland. They can't trust the American farmers to do it because American farmers want their money. And they got these new people coming. They don't care. They're going to jump for what they give them because they're going to step back and save their money. That's what they're going to do. Yeah. So, how you going to get ahead? It's you people. They went to the military. Your vets. You're putting you vets on the side to bring these new people in, push you out to the side. Push them to the side. You know that man a veteran, but he can't get his thing. Now, the person that went to school, they done got fines. They can't graduate because they ain't got the money to pay the little fines. It's like somebody, I tell them, oh, I want me a Bugatti. Yeah, you gotta have money to own a Bugatti because the Bugatti got a policy. They don't want to do all the work on the car. And you know, you gotta do their monthly checkups, whatever checkup they got. They charging you for all that. See now, one thing about with the Bugatti, you gotta get one of them systems to check it, and then only one can work on that car is Bugatti. Now, a lot of people, you like, look, you can't ban me for buying a car. Yes, they can. Them people can stop you. A lot of people can't buy them cars because they did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, well, I don't have to buy that car. Make my own. Just like what they did back in the 80s with the Ferrari. Them motherfuckers took a damn Fiat. They took a Fiat, bought in California, took a Fiat, bought in California, took a Fiat. I don't know if it's California, but they made a Fiat out of a sport car. Then they took, back in the 80s, you remember when you had them Jaguars, if the motor went out on a Jaguar, you had a problem because you couldn't get it fixed. You had to send it back to them. The boys in California came out with an idea. Slap a 350 in there. They slapped that 350 in there, it was over with. Now, they made it so everybody can ride in a Jaguar. You feel what I'm saying? Just like the coffee. You gotta get the coffee game. Get your connection right with the coffee game. You start off small. Just like all them people. Chick-fil-A. Now, I don't know about them, but I know about, like Krispy Kreme, how he started. And you know how they started. Just like with Mark Zuckerberg. Now, he did an offer to give him some money. And like Chick-fil-A, he borrowed $80,000 from his people. You know what I'm saying? $80,000. So they're telling you, if like a lot of people get together, you ain't gotta start big. Y'all can start small. You know what I'm saying? You put $80,000 together, $100,000 together for some people, y'all branch it out to something big. You understand? A lot of them guys didn't start big. It was I was traveling. And a lot of guys on going to school when they learned this stuff. They ain't learned it in school, but the knowledge they had in school gave them, you know what I'm saying, more to do stuff with. Come on now. You see how them people doing it. Like nowadays, who created the security camera? One of my color invented that. A lot of black inventors out there, it ain't being recognized. Like they invented everything. Come on now, people read. But if they don't like what you're saying, they block you. Like I see, when I look up here, when I say, this is my backyard. I live in Louisiana, but I'm in Pennsylvania. It looked like my backyard. It looked like a backyard. It looked like a place they was farming at way back then. Because the ground ain't stable. When you're on unstable ground, see, they ain't talking about the Americas. You got Poverty Point. Poverty Point been around 55 years before the Bible. How am I listen to you? Poverty Point been around way before the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The people, then you come up in 1800s and 1700s, start training the babies, new languages. And a lot of people, you speak all kinds of language, but you ain't your language. Strip you of your language. People here in New Orleans. Come on, man. New Orleans is a city. You go down like to White Castle, Springfield, off Highway 22, or you go up to Albany, you see a lot of them big old plantations. And then, people go there every weekend to them plantations. And if they're going to be teaching somebody something, won't they let the people who can teach them right? Just like they're doing now. They're throwing people out there, the lady for the college. She want to go get a job for the college and she ain't qualified for that college. How? How you going to get in there and get a job for this college when you ain't qualified for it? And they got people there that's qualified to do this job. You're overlooking the qualified person and putting the unqualified person in front of the qualified person. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. Yeah, that's what's going on. Now, some people look at me and say, hey, where you from? I said, I'm from Louisiana. No, what part, where Louisiana at? Where Louisiana at? They never heard Louisiana. You in, they say you from Dominican Republic. No, Louisiana. It's in Louisiana State. Like Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. Yeah. Oh, I never heard of Louisiana. How? How you never heard of Louisiana? Never heard of it. Oh, New Orleans. Oh, okay. All right. New Orleans ain't the whole. New Orleans is a city. And New Orleans is a city. New Orleans ain't the whole state. Now, where that plantation burned down, I live down the street from that place. I live down the street from it. Yeah. You got another one down the street from it called the Carter Plantation. Yeah. People be like, well, how you live? How you live over there? You over here? Yes, I could be. Come on now. Just because I say I live somewhere, I don't mean I gotta be there right now. You understand what I'm saying? For real. And these people living good on the low income. Look, well, I'm showing you. That's the low income buildings right there. The low income people living better than the regular people. Look at that. Look at high rises out here. Look at that. Look at that big old building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about nothing. They ain't got to worry about electricity or nothing. Because they're taking care of their bills. They're taking care of the farm. You know what I'm saying? They're taking care of all that for them. You know what I'm saying? Now, and they got all, I seen this in California. A lot of people, they living good in these houses. And them the ones, they can't do the complaining. What's up, brother? They can't do the complaining because they living good. You know what I'm saying? Now, what they saying is, what Trump's saying, oh yeah, you working, you can cut you off your benefits. But when a person got kids and on Section 8, he working. See, but Trump kind of cut that short for them because he figured they should be working. Leave the job alone. You got a job, you can say. Now all the other people, when they get out here, a person had to work 5 years in America to become, to get the Social Security. Now all these people got to come out here, just work, get on a regular job. Once they've been out here 5 years, these people can get Social Security. They can, yeah. Once them people get out here for 5 years working, and then let them in old age, they gonna automatically get them Social Security. You know what I'm saying? Now, these people come from over there, over here, you got the same age people. And the same thing happened in the 1800s. But people don't want to realize what was happening in the 1800s. And now you see in your face what's happening. 1800s start back again. You got people out here that got farms, losing their farm. Now they bringing people out here, hollering about they getting ran out of South Africa. And they coming out here taking these people's jobs. These farmers are doing bad out here. Like right now, the weather. I'm from Louisiana. Now the weather out here, I see what the farmers had problems back then because of the weather. If you ain't got a greenhouse out here, your plant's gonna die. Come on, the weather's flipping every day. You losing money. You feel what I'm saying? The South thriving. They might have a few hurricanes. And another thing too, people. Yeah, they can make snow. The rich people can make snow to make in the summertime, in the wintertime. But you gotta say, all that snow over in Alaska and all that snow in the South Pole, whatever, a man didn't put that there. Snow was there already. Yes, they know how to make snow. You're rich. In the summertime, in the wintertime, you can get it. Now, Coca-Cola, y'all don't want to hear this, but Coca-Cola created Christmas. That's a hard one for y'all to accept. Coca-Cola made Christmas. Yeah. Coca-Cola created Christmas. You see Coca-Cola can, the same color Christmas. Come on now. Just like Coca-Cola, what they had to do when they had took when they took the substance out they drink. Back in the day, they had it was cocaine in they drink. You know what I'm saying? So they took the cocaine out. Ain't nobody buying no coke. So they had to make it to a way to get people. So they made Christmas up. See, a lot of people thinking we were celebrating Christmas. It was the thing they created. You feel what I'm saying? But you don't want to believe that. Because you want to believe what you want to believe. You want to believe what you want to believe. They taught me this in school. Christopher Columbus, he discovered America. How you just like the people over there say, yeah, I discovered this land. Like King Alexander the Great, when he went to India, he didn't say, well, I discovered this. He worked with them people. But no, they came over here, figure, we discovered it, we're going to tear them out, kill them out, take their shit, and never go. But when you got stuff that they ain't know, a lot of them planters, they didn't tell people about them statues that they found on their property in Mexico until one day somebody went out there in the cornfield and found out there was a whole cornfield they was planting that shit around. Sugar. Making money off that sugar. I'm going to tell them people, I'm making money off this sugar. What I'm going to go tell these people, I got some colossal heads on my property. Huh? They kept that secret. Poverty Point, Louisiana. People make a movie about that. Rap about that. You got a lot of people in Louisiana. I know got people live down the street from Poverty Point. You got to have somebody, yeah. People don't know it's there. Come on, you're living around there your whole life in Louisiana, going to church, and your pastor never told you about Poverty Point, Louisiana. Come on, man. And I'm going to show you today about how you get these houses, like a house like this. Going about, I say, for rent. You want rent for that house. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them houses is condemned. I beat the rain. Now you got a house building like that, 16,000 with 2 of them on now. You know what I'm saying? Because the building been sitting around for 1990s. A lot of them buildings out here been sitting around since 1991. And people ain't coming back to deal with them buildings. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's where you come up at. Out here. It's just where you come up at. A lot of houses out here abandoned. Shit, I'm telling you. They giving them away. See, but if you got these big time people coming, buying a bunch of them houses at one time. And then they jumping up on that rent when they buy it. Yeah, now the thing about it is, a lot of people got these houses and they ain't fixing them up. They just throwing a little patch up on it and call it a day. Look at the streets. You know what I'm saying? Look at the streets. And cars don't even hardly drive down here. On this street, look at the street. Come on, man. Tell me it ain't real. I'm seeing it, I'm showing it to you. You saying, oh no, he lying. That road is fine. I just need to fix it. Come on, he fixed it 6 months ago. Every 6 months, you fixing up a road? Come on, that's money out the taxpayer pocket. See? Then you got these, they still got it up. And these veterans still pumping it. And when they know Trump done turned the back on them, and they still trying to support him. Yeah, they turned the back on them. Now these old guys sitting back laughing at the young ones, and the young ones ain't got sense enough to know that the older ones, at least, come on, man, the world has changed. People getting smarter. And people ain't going for that bullshit no more. That bull. Okay, we're at the spot. This is a house we're working on, getting together. You know what I'm saying? Get them on low. I'm showing you. what we doing. So I do get some insulation. Get some insulation for the top too. I texted him yesterday, told him he need to get some insulation for the ceiling up front, up top.
Yeah.
Ain't no insulation. Come on, what can you do? You see?
Insulation.
I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing.
No.
The wire ready up there for to put the, but you might have to tell him, say, hey, man, you need to get some insulation over here today.
He know it.
What are you waiting
He
on
know
for?
it needs insulation.
Yeah.
I got to Philadelphia
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
And this guy forgot to lock the door, one door in one apartment upstairs.
Yeah.